Hi there, I'm Shifu Aaron from Dragon Phoenix Kung Fu in Asheville, North Carolina. Today's question is, can Tai Chi build strength? Absolutely. What kind of strength do you want to build? We got mental strength, check. Physical strength, check. Emotional strength, I would say so, yeah. All sorts of different types of strength. So, I mean, strength is like one of these vague words, but you're probably talking about like physical strength. Now I know there's I don't know if they're still out. There's some ads. There's a guy who was like in his 60s, just like absolutely ripped. He's like, yeah, Tai Chi did this to me. Tai Chi is not going to do that. You're not going to be just like ripped like you're, you know, in your 60s looking like you were like in your 20s going to the gym every day. That's not going to happen. What the strength that Tai Chi builds is really core strength. It's one of those ones where, like, you know, you'll be studying Tai Chi for half a year, and then all of a sudden you'll see yourself in the mirror and be like, oh, hey, I'm looking a little better. What's going on? I'm a little bit more toned. That's cool. It takes some time for those results to really kind of develop because we're working from the inside out. Tai Chi is an internal Kung Fu style, and part of what that internal means is that we're working from the tendons and the ligaments, the internal muscles. You got to stay relaxed to do Tai Chi properly. If you're all tense in your body, it's not Tai Chi. And so we're building structural strength. You got to have good posture to have good Tai Chi. And we're working from the center, from the bones, and you're moving all parts of the body as one. One of the Tai Chi principles says when one part of the body moves, everything moves. One part stops, everything stops. And so, for example, I'm not just throwing a punch with my arm. I'm not coming here. I'm moving from all parts of my body. Everything is moving as one. Another part of the Tai Chi classics, everything begins in the feet, powered by the legs, expressed in the waist, then out through the hands. Chen style Tai Chi in particular is the style that I practice, train, and study, teach, is known for its whole body spiral movements. So we have these silk reeling or chansa exercises that your whole spirals in the whole body. So I'm not just moving my wrist here. I'm moving everything in my body. Everything is moving as one. And so you're linking it all together as one. When we look at it, like, you know, you go to the gym and you're like, maybe you're like, here, you're working on your bicep. You're working on this single muscle. Really good at picking up grocery bags. You know, not so much good at some other things. So I'm not shooting that down. I mean, like, you know, if that feels good for you, sweet, awesome. So, but Tai Chi, we're working like everything, and so increasing overall mobility, general athleticism. If you want to include weight training with your Tai Chi, the weapons are a great way to go. But also, you can do ankle weights, wrist weights. Great exercise. It's going to really exercise the core a lot. If you do that, start really low weights, like 1 pound, 2 pound. You'd be surprised, the faster you move, the more intense you move, those weights add up quickly. So Tai Chi is great exercise. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you calmer, which is going to make you more resilient in life, which is great, which is going to help you deal with more difficult situations. And hopefully with that, your calmer spirit should give you a little bit more emotional regulation also. So when somebody comes at you with like a whole lot of negativity, you know, you're not like and tense up and everything. You're just like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's deal with this. What's going on here? We're civilized human beings. And so there you go. Tai Chi builds strength. What are your thoughts? Put questions, thoughts, comments below. Look forward to hearing what you got to say.